Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Smokin' Joe, only 6 feet tall even, 229 pounds, but he hits harder than any man. Smokin' Joe. OLEKSANDR.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. You'd like to see more jabs. Look at the redness on the body from all these bumps. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You're fighting a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Very competitive round here so far. They're giving us a high-tempo show.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Catch and shoot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. For the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment, they ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither fighter willing to slow down. When you're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside.
Sometimes I believe the fighters that don't know what to do, don't have to break it down, then you get a little dirty.
Good counter punch. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
He's knackered. Don't let him get back in.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. This fight has a real good flow to it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Frazier being much more selective with his punches. Beautiful counter shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without a doubt.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Beautiful counter punch. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
So getting in there with someone who's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Straight right just misses. Throws the jab but does not score. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Missing with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious. Frazier is in trouble again. Down goes Frazier. back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do it over and over and over again, they've got it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. If you throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you're going to get knocked out. Big whiff with the right hook. USYK. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. See how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like...
So he's back on his feet, but he's got to somehow turn this around.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
They got to pick things up halfway. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. They are going to surrender. No moss. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give